Eric Larson on bass. Dave Osley on drums. Nice, nice trio. Oh,
he gave me my haircut yesterday.
When I was growing up in La Crosse, not only did we have the big bands coming through, but we had some local groups. Bob Clark Orchestra. Clark Livingston was the guy's name who had that, and they were big in the 1940s. And then, of course, Larry Zeman. It was my privilege to find a job with Larry. Honor. Played at the Avalon Ballroom with him. There was the Starlighters big band, the Sentimental Stylists, the Buddy Frank band. These were all working orchestras, and there was a lot of work in those days. Some small groups, too, were active. On 3rd Street, there were probably 4 or 5 clubs that had nationally touring. But locally, we had a trumpet player by the name of Bobby Norris, who went on to California and made a name for himself. He was,
I think your battery died.
Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Okay, thank you. Anyway, Bob Norris was kind of moving from the big band era into the bebop era, and he was an instrumental person in my life, taught us a lot of things. And then, of course, Kenny Bai had a quartet that was working. Kenny, wonderful trumpet player. We call him the dean of lacrosse trumpet players, who unfortunately died in a tragic accident this past year. Roger Skog, who owned the Mai Tai, but he played a wonderful modern jazz piano and trombone. He was active, and there were some others. Yeah, I've got to write bigger. I need my glasses. Well, Bud Baronic, the trumpet player with the Larry Zeman Band, also had a small group, and then I formed a group with a Central High School colleague of mine, Lee Roselle, who played great tenor sax, and we were playing on 3rd Street at the old Trocadero Lounge, and then when I left for St. Olaf College and then went on to McCormick Seminary in Chicago, Bob Hirsch came on the scene from Baropa, and he had resurrected Florian Heinz. Florian had worked with Red Nichols' band, wonderful tenor sax player, had tuberculosis, lost one of his lungs, was able not to play for a time, and then he came back with Bob Hirsch and Lou Calogero, and those two guys, you know, the 3 guys had a marvelous trio that played here in La Crosse for many years. So that gives you a little background. There's some more to come. But there were small groups as well as big bands coming through. It was a very active musical town. And we'll tell you some more stories in just a minute. Right now, we got a song.